Hillary Clinton studied under the mentorship of Saul Alinsky when she wrote her law thesis at Columbia. And this is the guy that wrote the book Rules for Radicals that is all about how to train communists and Marxists and ultra-socialists to lie and lie and lie. I give you the Barack Obama master liar, the Eric Holder Fast and Furious master liar, the Susan Rice Benghazi master liar, Hillary Clinton master liar, Loretta Lynch master liar, Lois Lerner master liar, Charles Schumer master liar, Nancy Pelosi, Barbara Boxy, Maxine Waters, who's still struggling to find a syllable. But Alex, stay on course.
Welcome back. I'm Alex Jones, your host. It was March of last year that I called it Spygate, and we showed you the articles earlier where it links to InfoWars, news articles saying Jones is calling it Spygate. Now, what's the president's calling it? Total illegal spying, no Russiagate, except for the Democrats trying to plant Russia garbage in there. This is next-level deception. Then the president's asked in a meeting about MS-13. He goes, oh, those animals. The media cuts the tape where they said MS-13 to say, oh, he's calling Hispanics animals. The same lie, but Trump doubles down and goes towards the lie, and he's able to bypass the media because he's a larger-than-life figure. Now he's had his big MS-13 summit that's ongoing, and I wanted to get Ted Nugent to pop in ahead of a big concert he's got in Waco, Texas this weekend that I'm going to try to attend. I know I'm going to send a crew at least. Because if you haven't seen a Ted Nugent concert, you need to see one. But that's lied about yourself, the bizarre stuff they say about you, that you hate Native Americans when they love you for 40 years, or that you've done all these things you didn't do. You've been targeted longer than I have with lawyers and media, really exploiting tragedies. What would you do?
Well, number one, on behalf of we the people who have a high-capacity magazine of truth, logic, and common sense that dictate our quality of life by making intelligent, prioritized decisions every day, I got to tell you, Alex, thank you for doing what the Founding Fathers wrote the First Amendment for. You are the master of spotlighting cockroaches, and we have to remember, everybody out there that think that you're a conspiracy extremist and that I'm a conspiracy extremist, let's really examine how Hillary Clinton, I know you've talked about this before, but it seems to be swept under the carpet and forgotten. Hillary Clinton studied under the mentorship of Saul Alinsky when she wrote her law thesis at Columbia. And this is the guy that wrote the book Rules for Radicals that is all about how to train communists and Marxists and ultra-socialists to lie and lie and lie. I give you the Barack Obama master liar, the Eric Holder Fast and Furious master liar, the Susan Rice Benghazi master liar, Hillary Clinton master liar, Loretta Lynch master liar, Lois Lerner master liar, Charles Schumer master liar, Nancy Pelosi, Barbara Boxy, Maxine Waters, who's still struggling to find a syllable. But Alex, stay on course. The left is completely possessed by the book by Saul Alinsky dedicated to Lucifer, and a lot of people try to dismiss this. But Saul Alinsky, who trained Hillary Clinton and trained Barack Obama, this guy wrote a book dedicated to Lucifer.
Wow.
And the left will not distance themselves from it. And when you and I bring up Saul Alinsky, the devil worshiper of lying to get socialism and communism through in a once great democracy and representative republic, the left and so many so-called moderates continue to ignore it. So, Alex Jones, your job is to spotlight cockroaches, and I thank you for that.
Well, I thank you, and I know you've been through this. And it doesn't hurt me. It's just the level of deception and how they said that he took Martin Luther King's bust out or he didn't go see Congressman Scalise. It's just they lie about everything, and we're kind of in an elite fraternity. They attack Trump the most, and then when it comes to you and I mean, it's Ted Nugent and Alex Jones are other than Trump, the two most lied about attack people in this country. I mean, I guess Roger Stone's a close third, so I guess it's kind of a good fraternity to be in.
Oh, absolutely. We're Schindler, and the brown shirts hate our list. I It's really that simple. We represent, we the people of the U.S. Constitution, the Bill of Rights, the Golden Rule, the Ten Commandments, being the best that you can be, make sacrifice and take risks so that you're in the asset column, producing instead of blood-sucking, which is the mantra, which is the soulless battle cry of the left, that we're going to bribe you to vote Democrat by taking money from those who bust their ass to earn it, and we're going to pay you off to vote Democrat. And the worse than liars and devils are people that are so stupid to accept the lies from the devil. So I got to tell you, the more that the Huffington Post and MoveOn.org and the Southern Poverty Law Center and the MoveOn, all these ultra-left America-hating monsters, the more they hate you and me, the more proud we should be. In fact, I got to tell you, Alex, I'm inspired when I see people like Michael Moore and Maxine, I'm going to find a syllable any minute now, Waters. When I see these people attack me, it literally makes my guitar play better. It makes me shoot my bow and arrow better. It makes me happier. It makes me a more proud American when I spend a campfire with a U.S. Marine hero who sacrificed his legs for the Constitution that Nancy Pelosi wipes her ass.
And I love the fact that you're so energized by just spending all your time out there energizing America all the time, thousands of interviews to get Trump. This maniac recharges me. Do 5 more minutes with us talk about MS-13. That's why you're on. I just got to digress in the music because it's so awesome, and it's good to be soldiering along with you because we see we're turning the swamp. The last week, I felt the tide really turn. We got 30 seconds, but you agree that, like in your gut level, but also seeing the signs, Ted, that we're really starting to win?
Absolutely. When the left is so brain dead and so soulless as to try to defend MS-13, the rapists, the torturers, the murderers, the child molesters of MS-13, Nancy Pelosi is on their side instead of we the people who call the MS-13.
We'll be back. Hour number 4. Spread the live links, folks. All right, Ted Nugent's here, and then Roger Stone's hosting the 4th hour. I'm going to host some of it with him. He's coming up with big, obvious drain the swamp news. But yeah, the disconnect that Ted Nugent's talking about, I'm not going to play the clip again because I don't want to waste his time. We've all heard it. Other Democrats then joined Pelosi and specifically said, talk show hosts, you name it, Juan Williams on Fox. I mean, I've seen like 15 of these clips. We played them last week, saying that they're all God's children. MS-13 have this touch of divinity, the spark of divinity, or the quotes. And then people defended her when in Latin America, they're the worst raping murder gang that cuts little kids' heads off. They do things nobody else will do. They're a literal group of devil worshippers. So no wonder the Alinskyite Democrats love them, but would be crazy enough to come out and defend them in a PR move. This is true insanity.
I'm a big fan of Chesty Puller. Everybody out there should know who Chesty Puller was. He was a great Marine who would identify the overwhelming odds against an enemy and actually cherish it because then he could kill more of the enemy. And here's what we've got. I'm not even afraid to expose our hand on the Alex Jones show, where I would normally hesitate to identify that when Juan Williams comes out and tries to find purity in MS-13, denies the video and audio footage of President Trump calling MS-13 animals, and then Juan Williams and Pelosi and MSNBC and the Southern Poverty Law Center, et cetera, try to claim that President Donald Trump was actually calling immigrants animals. I mean, you can't make a more wild leap than that. But here's the point. I just admitted live on the Alex Jones show how insane the left is, but they will not even learn from my clear articulation of how they're showing their insanity, and they will continue to be insane.
Well, that's the thing is they've been having a public debate, Ted, about whether it's good or bad that they're admitting they're communists and devil worshippers and child molesters, and they're going to have the Boy Scouts of America. They're going to hand the kids, all the little boys, free condoms, so it's going to turn into the Junior Swingers Club, of America. I mean, it's like they can't help but show their hand. What's wrong with them?
I think, I've used the term soulless. It means you've lost your soul. And if you witness what the left does and what they say, you got to admit that can't be soulful when Juan Williams just blatantly and unapologetically defends MS-13's rape and murder, lies after witnessing the same footage and the same audio that the rest of the 5 on Fox News heard and listened to, and claimed that President Trump called immigrants rapists and murderers, or immigrants devils or animals. You can't begin in the world of truth, logic, and common sense to explain that. So here's my point. One, all you leftists, Nancy Pelosi, Maxine Waters, carry on. You're doing God's work because you're so soulless and ignorant that you don't know that you're offending the heart and soul of good families all across this country. And I can't thank you enough for that. Absolutely.
Well, we know a lot of Democrats have been caught, state reps, mayors, running the coyote gangs, bringing in folks into the U.S. and the drugs. So the word is, from a lot of law enforcement sources, is the Democrats in a lot of areas are actually allied with MS-13 from L.A. to Chicago.
Isn't that the heartbreak of all time? You talk about the deep state when the FBI continues to walk in a building that says J. Edgar Hoover over the entrance. No wonder there's corruption and criminality. No wonder oath violation runs rampant in the DOJ and in the Democrat Party and in the Obama administration and the entire Hillary gang. They don't give a damn. And I could, once again, if you and I went to Central Casting and said, design me an enemy of freedom, an enemy of America, they would design Pelosi, Maxine Waters, and Michael Moore. So God is blessing us with the enemy looking and sounding like that.
Wow.